Hi guys, Adult Services Librarian Grace here. I am back for our weekly Wednesday book talk. We're here every Wednesday recommending some titles from our collection for adults. We also have book talks every week for kids of all ages, birth all the way through high school. So if you're interested in those, check out our Youth Services Facebook page. I'm going to dive right in though for our adult titles. The first one this week is called The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, I think it is, K-L-U-N-E. And this was a really great fantasy title. It was really kind of unexpected. It's described by one of the reviewers as 1984 meets the Umbrella Academy. So if you're familiar with those titles, that should tell you everything you need to know. It's a really different kind of book. It was really funny, really clever, kind of emotional. The main character, Linus, is a sort of social worker. He goes to investigate orphanages specifically for magical children. And they're sort of kept in these homes to keep them away from the rest of society, and he's there to make sure that they're safe and their magical abilities are being monitored, for lack of a better term. And he goes to visit this particular orphanage where there's supposedly some really dangerous and risky kids. He sort of falls in love with them and learns about him. It's really beautifully written. The imagery is fantastic. So I highly recommend this one. Pretty recent book, The House in the Cerulean Sea. The next title I have is a nonfiction title. It is a graphic novel called To Drink and to Eat. Sorry, this is a big one. By Guillaume. And so it's sort of cookbook meets graphic novel memoir. It has some really practical advice, such as, let's see, I mean, you've got recipes, you've got recommendations on how to cook particular things, how to prepare them. He has a whole section in here about, here we go, going to the fishmonger and what to look for in particular cuts. And then it's sort of his memoir and experiences. He travels, trying new things, what he likes, what he doesn't like, his favorite, coffee pot, and the one he recommends for you. This is one that I actually plan to purchase and keep on my kitchen shelf because there's some really good tips and tricks in there for someone who likes to cook. Again, it's a memoir as well, so it's just entertaining from that perspective, and the graphics are really nice since you're looking at realistic things like food and things in the kitchen. So, To Drink and to Eat by Guillaume. The last book this week is called Death at La Fenice, and this is actually the start of a series by Donna, and the main character is Guido Brunetti. You may be familiar with this kind of storyline. It's a TV show as well. And he's a detective in Venice. So he's sort of solving mysteries. In this case, there's a murder that takes place. A conductor is murdered with cyanide, and he has to sort of figure out what's going on. But the thing I really like about these novels is that they're not just your typical kind of cop mystery. The description that I read once that I think sums it up is, Venice is an additional character in these stories. So you have the story kind of taking you along the whole time with this mystery, but along the way too, you find yourself kind of lost in the descriptions of Venice, the people there, the lifestyle. It's really beautiful. Every single one has just really, really beautiful imagery. So if you're looking for a series in particular, this is a great one. And I really like the character development and again, sort of Venice as the additional character to the storyline every time. So Donna. All right, those are our books for this week. We'll be back next week with some additional titles for you. If you're looking for recommendations specific to you, check out Discover Your Next Read on our website. We can kind of make specific recommendations based on stuff that you did or didn't like before, books, movies, TV shows. And then we also have staff pick lists. You can chat with us. You can stop into the library. We're open for limited browsing now. And your holds are still in the trailer, so stop by and see us there. And hopefully we'll talk to you soon.